Welcome to the Rave Show from beautiful Northern Virginia, where we talk about everything and anything about Indians in the USA. I am Jiju Nair, and this is my lovely co-host,
Soumya. Welcome to our Masaledar show. And in this show, I actually get to jump all over Jiju, which I'm really excited about.
All right.
Well, this month has been quite an eventful month for me. Lata Mangeshkar ji and Bappi Lahiri, both great icons in Bollywood, passed away this month. They have both been really important aspects of my childhood growing up in India. I listened to their music all the time. And even now, when I hear them, it brings so much warmth and sunshine in me. So
Absolutely.
it's certainly something. It's left a mark. Well, speaking of warmth and sunshine, I was actually in sunny Miami last weekend
Oh,
with
exciting.
family. Yes, it's really exciting. And audience, you can see some of my travel diaries here on the screen. Miami is just a beautiful, vibrant place. Lots of awesome food places, eateries, dining on the terrace or al fresco outdoors. Just an awesome place. And also fast cars.
Fast cars.
I noticed that the Maseratis in Miami are like the Hondas or the Toyotas here. It's just fast and furious all the time.
Amazing.
People drive like crazy there. Well, I have to say this, that Virginia Soumya saw her shadow on that swanky Ferrari, and I predict 12 more months of summer in Miami. What do you think?
I love that. So, what's on my mind? Weather. You talked about all these summer and things in Miami, right?
course.
Look at the weather that we have in Northern Virginia. For the last that's true. For the last 2 weeks, it has been a little bit like 59, 60s and things like that, right?
Yep.
It's kind of like feeling like early spring for me. Maybe it's true, and it's probably true for most of the northeastern areas, right? Now, this is what I'm hearing. So you saw that you went to Miami and predicted 12 months, right? So let's ditch Punxsutawney Phil, who predicted 6 weeks of more winter. Let's ditch him. Let's go with Virginia Soumya, who is predicting 12 months of summer. Amazing. Look at those pictures that are on the screen. You remember that we went for some story?
Oh, yeah.
Discovery of the story, and then we found beautiful weather in Northern Virginia right here, and some of the pictures that you can see on the right there, right? Let's see that.
The
Beautiful.
horses and
horses. So
yeah.
look at the horses. People asked me when they saw these pictures, where did you get these horses from? They said, were we both in England, in front of some palace or something like that? No, not necessarily. These horses are from Culpeper, Virginia.
Culpeper, Virginia.
That?
Yeah, those are some big, strong horses there.
Strong horses.
Yeah.
So that reminds me. So I asked them, what kind of horses are these? They said, they are Belgian horses.
Belgium.
Yeah, the only thing I can remember about Belgium is Belgium beer.
Beer, yes.
That's the only thing I can remember. But these are Belgian horses, right? So enjoyed the whole day that day, right? Now, again, when you asked about what is in my mind, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, that's right. January was Super Bowl month.
So this is in my last 25 years of watching Super Bowl, right? It's the first time I saw two Indian teams playing each other.
Two Indian teams?
Two Indian teams, right?
What is he talking about?
Yeah, so this everybody, all the Desis know about this. And they were so happy about it. One team with full of Rams, right? Ganapati Ram, Raja Ram, Raman Pillai, that Rams, right? And the other team full of Bengalis or Bengals.
Bengals. So Rams versus Bengals is what you're calling it.
So what happened was that the Bengalis or the Bengals were not so happy with the result.
Yeah.
But the Rams, they came and said, we rocked.
Well,
we won.
I can add one more Ram to that victory there.
Who's that?
It's Ramesh Babu Pragyananda, our newest Grandmaster chess champion.
Absolutely.
Only 16 years old. Amazing victory for India. So
amazing. So I love that. I heard about the news, and obviously there's a good thing that you reminded me. I loved it because at 10 years, he was the youngest grandmaster, chess grandmaster, right? Who actually became grandmaster. And 16-year-old, then he defeated the number one in the world circuit. Amazing. So at 16 years, think about this. At 16 years, he's doing all these things. I remember when I was 16, I was more of a mess than playing chess. I don't know about you, but I was like that, right? So that's what's happening.
That was you. That
was probably me. That's a Ram's thing, right? What else is happening is cricket.
Yes.
I don't know whether.
But before that, I do want to note you were talking about Super Bowl, right?
Oh yeah.
In Super Bowl, did you see the costume that Snoop Dogg was wearing at the halftime show? Yeah, that was something, wasn't it?
It looked like he was a peacock, like doing a dance in the green field. That's what I felt like.
Actually, you know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of my Mysore silk sari from the last episode, the blue one, if you remember.
I remember that, the blue one that we showcased, right?
Yeah. So I will say this: it was totally Indian-inspired, my homies, as Snoop would say it.
So it was more of an Indian show. 2 Indian teams participated, 1 Indian team won, and Snoop Dogg was wearing an Indian themed dress, right? All those things, right?
Like my Mysore silk sari. Well, speaking of which, certainly want to thank our audience for all your comments and contributions. I think
absolutely.
Last time was our first episode we premiered on REVELAGiA, and your feedback, your comments were very well received, and we really, really appreciate that. Just to kind of name a few comments that came in, I think some of our audience said, we talked about Mysore silk sari.
Mysore silk, yeah.
So Mysore sandal soap is another very unique product.
Absolutely.
Sandalwood soap that's produced in Mysore. So thanks for that addition. I think that's a lovely one. Makes me proud being a Mysorean as well.
What about fish though?
Yes, that's a good one. Yeah, fish. We talked about fish quite a bit. And I think some of the audience said, maybe next time we should talk about chicken dishes or maybe vegetarian dishes. What do you think?
Chicken tikka masala is one of the most popular dish in the world, especially in the United States.
Yeah, all Indian buffet restaurants would have chicken tikka masala for sure. So that's
I think we should do it.
Yeah.
I think I can make some good chicken tikka masalas and bring it.
Yes.
And showcase.
That I would love to taste that.
Okay.
Well, keep those comments coming in, audience. We love it. We love real people engagement on this show, and we definitely appreciate and take your comments very seriously.
Definitely. Seriously.
And this time around on our show, we also have an option for callers to dial in through our Discord app. And if you tune into REVELAGiA channel on Facebook, you'll see a link there to also call in through Discord. And our phone lines will be open later on in this show. So you can certainly voice in real time as well. And certainly we'll read your comments as well if you want to type those in.
Call us. That's what I would say. Just call us.
All right. So Super Bowl, chess, all the sports talk. And we should definitely come back to cricket.
There you go. I was going to say that. Because this is a Desi show, right? As you know, and everybody knows, cricket is part and parcel of Desi life. Even in India, obviously we know, 1 billion, 1.3 billion people play that.
Yeah.
Even in the USA, everybody plays it. Mm-hmm. So you were going to ask?
Yeah, I was going to actually ask about the U19 or under 19 Cricket World Cup. Didn't India win recently? I don't watch much cricket, but I did see that India won the U19.
Yes, that is true. So it's a good thing that you don't still watch, but still you knew about it. It's great, right? That means that there's something that happened. So U19 cricket team, that's men's cricket team, won the World Cup. Like this is like the 4th win.
Yeah.
And they defeated England in the finals.
Wow.
That's a sweet win there, right?
Well, clearly you watch cricket a lot more than I do.
So I watch cricket though.
What are the prospects you think for
me?
The U19?
Oh, okay.
You too. You can add that.
Okay. U19 and me is kind of, still, good question though. So I watched U19, and one of the exciting prospects that I saw out of U19 was Raj Angad Bawa. You know why?
Angad Bawa.
Yeah, okay. He was more of a fast bowling, like pace bowling prospect. He got 5 wickets for 35 runs in the final against England. Can you imagine 5 wickets in a T20 game is excellent.
Excellent, right? Yeah.
Not just that, then he scored 162 runs in one of those World Cup matches. 162 runs in a match. So he's kind of like an all-rounder
All-rounder.
kind of prospect, right? Kind of reminds me of old days legend Kapil Dev. Now, this is a good story. Kapil Dev, everybody knows he's a legend, all-rounder, right? When I was starting to play cricket in 1993-85, I also thought I would be a Kapil Dev, right? The only problem was that my balls, when you bowl, my balls were not finding the batsman's stumps. And when I was batting, the bowler's balls were finding my stumps, right? Then I thought, cricket is...
That's a hard problem.
I don't know why that is happening. Then I thought, cricket is not for me. Then I thought, okay, let me stop cricket. And from that day onwards, India kind of lost Kapil Dev 2.0. The future Kapil Dev lost.
But they gained a really good guitarist, I'm sure.
We'll talk about it. But Raj Angad Baba is a possible prospect who can replace that gap that we had, right? Again, one more thing is that, again, we're still talking about Raj, is because I have a lot of things to talk about him. We'll keep it short. His grandfather participated in 1948 in an Indian hockey team and won that game. And he scored 1 goal. Okay. Just imagine, right? So much of great things happening in that family. Looks like they have a very good set of genes. And for me, I buy my jeans from Walmart.
Clearly, his sportsman genes run in the blood. And your Walmart jeans run in your blood.
And Kapil Dev 2.0 lost off, right? So,
and my hair jeans run in my... from the last show from my grandmother, right?
I'm sure the audience would remember that, right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that's what's happening there.
Yeah, that's great. And I will say that cricket to me is very COVID friendly too. Unlike Super Bowl where people are all over each other all the time. Yeah.
Holding, right? Yeah.
Cricket is you
stay away.
Yeah, I'll just make sure your aim is correct. Yeah. So that's great. What about any big players in the Indian team?
Big players in Indian cricket, as everybody knows, I like, but they also would like. 2 cricketers comes to mind. They are, one is Mithali Raj.
Mithali Raj.
And Smriti Mandhana.
Smriti Mandhana.
You know why Mithali Raj is good?
Yeah.
Because she has scored the most number of runs in international cricket. In the women's international cricket.
Got it. Wow,
that's amazing, right?
Yeah. That's
You're
big.
number 1 in the world. But one more beautiful thing about her is she's single. I don't know why I'm saying that, but well, I mean, she's best and she's single. I just wanted to put it out there. But again, Smriti Mandhana, right? She's another exciting prospect for Indian cricket. I wouldn't say just women, Indian cricket per se, because she won the best international cricketer of the year in 2021.
Wow.
Amazing. She's another exciting prospect. Now,
Clearly, Jiju follows the Indian women's cricket team.
I follow Indian cricket. So whether it's men or women are doing very well, right? They're touring New Zealand right now. Now, Smriti Mandhana, I don't know whether she's single or not, right? But she's a vegetarian. She's probably likes tofu and other food. But I also know that, just like me, she likes to eat fish and egg, or maybe probably not fish, egg.
Okay.
So some kind of information for our audiences there, if they want to know more about these 2 exciting cricketers.
Certainly, it's very commendable, and I'm really thrilled that the Indian women's cricket team has taken off so well, and seeing all the great prospects here. And
absolutely,
Jiju clearly is I'm a follower. Is the follower and
an advocate.
For the Indian cricket teams. What about men's team? Any big names there?
Men's cricket team, everybody knows. Most of our audience know about that. But what they're doing right now is they've been crushing it, right? At least for the last few months, they've been crushed. They've defeated West Indies like 5-0 when they came to India. Right? Come home, it's like you calling the guest and defeating them, right? So they came to India, we defeated them 5-0.
That's fine.
Well,
that's fine.
That's one way.
All's fair in sports.
All fair in sports, right? And then now they're playing against Sri Lanka, our neighbors, right? They called them, hey, come on, play. And then they defeated in the last game, right? But the point is that since you have not been following cricket for a while, let me also tell you, India played in the World Cup last December or something, last year. But we didn't get it. It's okay. We didn't get the World Cup.
Yeah.
And then from there we went to South Africa. We played some 3 tests or something. Again, we lost a few, right? So it is not all roses all the time.
Of course.
But
we lose some.
win some, lose some. You're right. But what happened was that the West Indies loss and the World Cup loss in T20 kind of led to our greatest cricket star. Who's that? One of the greatest, like Virat Kohli, to step down.
Virat Kohli, yes.
Because he said,
Big
okay,
name.
enough is enough. I didn't win it. And people are saying, why didn't you win it? Let me step down. That paved the way to another cricketer. That's Rohit Sharma.
Rohit Sharma, okay.
Who came up and he became, well, he was there for a long time. Now he became the captain. So now he's crushing West Indies and he's won. And probably he's going to win the Sri Lankan series also. I'm giving my, best wishes to him. But the point is, these two cricketers has got amazingly great life partners.
Okay.
Right? Both of their wives are highly achieved sports people.
I think I know Virat Kohli's wife, but yeah, you tell me.
Well, Rohit Sharma's wife, Ritika Sachdev, right? She is a very accomplished sports manager. And that's why, so those things are going together. Their partnership is going together. And
yes,
Rohit is
and she knows she's in the sports
in
space.
the sports, and Rohit is winning.
Yeah.
So there's something that's going on, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's helping something out.
Yeah.
In Virat's case, even though there's a little bit of downturn for him, Virat's life partner is Anushka Sharma. We all know that, right?
Yeah.
And she's also crushing it. Just look at that. She's bringing out the new Netflix series called Check the Express, right?
Check the Express. Yeah.
Check the Express. I think it's coming out in Netflix, and you should look for it. Possibly it's out there.
What's it about?
It's about Jhulan Goswami. So Jhulan Goswami is another, because I am following this women's cricket quite closely, and you can understand that, right? Jhulan Goswami is one of the exciting fast bowling fast bowling all-rounder in the women's cricket team.
Oh, that's great that Anushka is taking a personal interest in her husband's career and learning about cricket.
And learning about cricket, because Jhulan Goswami is from Bengal, to my Bengali friends here. And she had gone through some challenges to come up from Bengal to the Indian cricket team. But again, the point here is Anushka Sharma, even though Virat Kohli is kind of going a little bit down, he'll come up. But still, Anushka Sharma is making it big. With this Netflix series, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't that great?
That's great. And I think I do want to make a point here that Bollywood and cricket have always gone hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Just like what you just mentioned, right?
Absolutely.
And even I think some of our Bollywood stars own cricket teams. I think Shah Rukh Khan owns a team, I think Knights something.
Oh, Kolkata Knight Riders.
Knight Riders.
KK. I'm sorry. Something else.
Kolkata Knight Riders.
KKR.
Yes.
Got it.
And I think Anushka Sharma clearly owns Virat Kohli, if you would say that. And this is what I'm most interested in, her beautiful designer wardrobe and jewelry, all designed by my favorite designer, Sabya.
Oh, okay. Sabyasachi. Okay, everybody knows about it.
Yeah. And audience can see his picture on the screen. And I think he looks a little like you, I think.
Looks like me. I don't know. Is it true?
Can you be a designer too, Jiju? A fast bowler, a designer, what else?
I will keep my job.
Well, I love Sabyasachi Mukherjee's creations. It's truly one of the best. In fact, I was introduced to it during Anushka Sharma's wedding when she wore this beautiful dusty pink lehenga and gorgeous jewelry to go with it. It's truly elegant and timeless and heirloom quality piece. Each piece is unique, and I think he brings about a blend between the traditional Indian style jewelry with some of the modern contemporary aspects to it. That just makes it so versatile and something you can wear it with jeans and shirts too. In obviously not his wedding collection, but some of the other pieces that he designs.
You talked about lehenga and all. Let me also ask you, you said you found that out during Anushka's wedding. Were you there or?
I wish.
You wish, okay.
I wish.
But it's just
pictures.
All pictures, okay. So you were not invited. I was also not
yet.
Not yet.
Maybe
You'll never
soon.
be. You probably will be for sure. But you talked about lehenga and all. But what about? I see a beautiful ring that you're wearing.
See, I was hoping you'd notice that. And for the audience, I am wearing a beautiful, unique piece that is
that Sabyasachi?
Sabyasachi hai, but
Yes.
fake.
Oh,
It is
I would say inspired or look-alike.
inspired.
Right,
Yes, I
inspired.
like that
Okay.
word more. Yes, thank you, Jijo. Yeah, it is Sabyasachi inspired jewelry that I'm wearing today. And it actually has a very interesting story since you asked.
Story I like to hear. Always.
Well, I was on a trip to India, long flight, 20
Okay.
hours
20
plus.
hours.
Lots of time to watch movies. I take a lot of time reading. So I was flipping through this lovely designer magazine
Okay.
on my trip. And right there in the centerfold was this beautiful model wearing very intricate and very, very pretty orange necklace
Okay.
with some pearls in it. And to go with that, there was a mang tikka, which is on the forehead that comes, a baju band, which is something you wear on your arms, and a kamarband, which is like a belt,
That I remember.
and bangles.
Bangles.
So the whole ensemble, right? It was so exquisite and beautiful in orange that I wanted to have it, but the price tag
price.
was a little
Is it cheaper?
discouraging.
It's cheap or can I
Oh
buy?
my goodness,
Can
it's lakhs of rupees.
lakhs of rupees.
And I know Sabya is opening a store right here in New York as well, in like this front and center designer street in New York City. Maybe I'll pay a visit there sometime this year when it opens.
I'll tag along with you.
It's his first flagship store in the US. But going back to my story, I saw that beautiful designer jewelry that the model was wearing. The price tag was not very encouraging.
Not encouraging.
But I did the next best thing. I took out my phone from my pocket and took a quick picture of that.
Okay.
And I was dreaming of it for the rest of the flight in hopes of maybe I can make this, or maybe I can find something like this in India, right? So I reached India. The very next day, I decided to go to my family jeweler.
Okay.
So, it's common to have a family jewelers in India where this guy, it's a small business. His dad designed my mom's jewelry. His dad's dad designed and made my grandma's jewelry. So generations of jewelers. Keshav Rao, that's his name.
Oh, okay. Plug for Keshav Rao.
Konkani guy.
So let me ask you one thing. Family jewelers, right? I mean, I've never heard of this family jeweler.
Yeah? Okay.
Is it a common thing in India?
Well, I think more traditionally it was, but of course now you have so many new, jewelry stores popped up. And, the designs there are obviously attractive.
Makes sense.
But at the same time, I like my family jeweler when I need some custom things like
Got
this,
it.
right? So I go to his store the very next day. And I walk in, very pleasant guy, soft-spoken, a true businessman, right? And his son is actually sitting right next to him and doing some work. So I said, okay, good. His son is learning from his dad, and maybe for my son, that guy will be the one designing his
Never know.
jewelry for his wedding, maybe. And I sit down and, he asks, how are you, madam? How was your flight? How's your family? All that awesome service that comes
All those,
with it.
yeah, absolutely. In jewelry
Would you like to
stores.
have some chai, some samosa, maybe dosa?
Chicken curry? No chicken curry?
I'm sure had I made that request, he would have made it happen. But I'm sipping on this lovely masala chai on the seat, and I take my phone out and show him this. I found this picture on the plane right here, and is this something I can find in locally? And his son takes one look. He's a very curious guy. He takes one look at that, and he said, "Madam, I can make that for you.
Oh, nice.
I can make it exactly like that." He was so excited. He had this bright eyes and can-do attitude, right? So then I said, okay, tell me more. How can you make it? So he takes a little pencil from his ears, that little thing and takes a sheet of paper and starts to design that jewelry right then
Right
and there.
there. Wow.
And that's
Amazing.
when Giju, I got a glimpse into not just what the model is wearing, which is beautiful, of course, on that ad, but behind the scenes look, right? Let's set this stone this way, the pearl would come this way, and all the intricacies that goes, because these are stones and expensive items that we're dealing with. So he designed it right then and there, and I said, okay, I am getting this, and tell me how much. Not even close to that original price tag I found on that.
Do you want to say that in live television, how much that would have been?
Well, sometimes made in India, made local, made by family jeweler. I think I can take that liberty.
Okay.
So anyway, I was excited, and he said, okay, madam, give me 1 week. I'll come back to it.
Okay.
I go home. Exactly a week later, I get a call that, madam, your set is ready. Can I bring it home?
Oh, white glove treatment.
Look at the service, right?
Absolutely.
So he brings it home. His son, father and son, they both come, bring this big suitcase. They sit down and they open it. And right there was my coveted piece.
Coveted one, okay.
Beautiful jewelry.
For a lower price, though.
For a much lower price and a much better service. I truly treasure that. And this ring, coming back to it,
This ring?
is part of that set, which
nice.
has many other pieces to it.
So what do you call this ring? It's not Sabyasachi because we cannot call it, right? It's inspired. So what kind of name would you give this collection? Name. Give me a
Let
name.
me think. Maybe you're right. It is inspired, and it's still unique and beautiful, and it has a nice story to it. Maybe Satya Sakshi. Satya Sakshi.
So that's like witness of truth or something like that?
Yeah, witness
Something
or
like that.
observer of
Okay,
truth.
that's your line? That's your new line?
Well, you could say that. That's the best I could come up with right now in this second, right?
Anything can be successful, right? Just keep on it.
True observer of Satya Sakshi.
True observer. That is nice. I like that.
Yes. Well, maybe I'll open a new jewelry line with that.
You should. And I'm sure that our audiences would like to hear more about it. They can put the comments in and see how this
Absolutely.
can be done.
Keep the comments coming in. And with that reminds me, it's time to show our picture of the month.
Picture of... Oh, that's a normal picture of the month.
Yes.
Okay.
Since we talked so much about fashion and jewelry and all of that, audience, you can see on the screen that this person is also connected with the fashion industry, and a very fashionable person as well, who was in the news recently. So the question to you is, identify who this person is in your comments.
That's easy though. You know why? Because I will just say, we always give kind of clue, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like two people have been famous because of the same person, right? Similar to what she did. And those two people have become big names in Bollywood.
Okay. That's a lot of clue that you're giving.
And also, if you have watched 83 movie, there is a bowler, Indian bowler, because of cricket team, right? He's the bowler who took the first wicket in the World Cup match in 83.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but maybe the audience would know that. But I'll tell you this much. Meow, meow.
Yeah, that's like wildlife.
So we'll come back to this question, see who from the audience have responded. But first, we actually have a live guest who's going to come on our Rave Show. Amber Sharma. Amber is a poet or a shire right here local in the Northern Virginia area. Welcome, Amber, to the Rave Show.
Welcome, Amber.
Thank you, Soumya. Thank you, Jiju. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing good. Rocking, raving.
Perfect.
Well, I did introduce you to the audience as our local poet or shire. So if I may take the liberty to ask you to narrate a few lines of your poetry to the audience, please.
Sure. Yeah. So I'll start with a very simple short poem of mine. It's a play with words. And here it goes. Zara khayal rakhna ke hamara khayal aaye tumhe. Zara khayal rakhna ke hamara khayal aaye tumhe. Ke tumhare siwa aur kisse hamara khayal hai.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just a play with words. I'm using khayal with different perspectives and meanings. For the English audience here just means, please make sure that you think about me. Who other than you would care about me?
Wow. That's sounding better. And when you say that in Urdu, it brings out the feeling and the meaning.
Yes.
Bollywood songs are like that. What do you think?
Poetic
And
language.
that's the reason I write in Hindi and Urdu, because of I miss the feeling when I try to translate that in English.
yeah.
So that's, you hit it on the head. That that's
Absolutely,
why.
absolutely. बहुत अच्छा था. एक और हो जाए, please.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. So we recently watched a movie Gehraiyan by Deepika. So that inspired me, that word itself, and I was like, I wrote a couple of lines with that word. डूब रहा हूँ गहराइयों में, गुमशुदा तन्हाइयों में, मिले थे तुम या ख्वाब था, अब ढूंढ रहा हूँ परछाइयों में.
Even better.
Beautiful. वाह,
Even better.
वाह, मजा आ गया.
The English
And-
translation, what is it? I
Yeah,
always ask
so
that.
it translates as drowning in the depths, lost in loneliness. Was it just a dream, or you really walked in my life?
Wow.
Now I just keep looking for you in my shadows.
That is, I mean, English translations are also pretty good, and maybe with the way in which you're putting the feeling,
Yes,
right?
I agree.
If I say, I don't think it will come out that way. So
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, fortunately, it just turns out a little bit good. But I give examples how I just totally lose the feelings. For example, Ismat Chughtai, she's a very famous novelist from India. She wrote a book, Lihaf. I mean, Lihaf itself sounds so romantic, so
Yeah.
sensual.
Very
And I was
heavy.
looking for that book, and in the US, it's not available. The only version I could find was the English version, and the name was The Quilt.
The quilt.
Yeah, I was like, I can buy that at Home Goods,
good one. You're a
right.
humorist too.
That's right. That's right. Well, that's really funny. And I think on the Rave Show, we generally like to learn more about the other side of Indians. I mean, I
Let
think,
me ask you. Sorry about this. Ambar bhai, we, at least some of us picked up guitar, right, when we were young. Possibly to impress girls when we were young, right? Now, for you as a poet, did you just pick up a paper and pen and started writing poems in the hope of impressing?
such a Jiju question.
Had to ask this.
No. Well, let me ask you, have you watched Fir Hera Feri Jiju Bhai?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so there's a famous dialogue like chilla chilla ke sabko scheme bata de.
You have a sense of humor for sure. you were asking
Well,
something.
now that's out of your chest.
Okay, out of my chest.
I'm glad you clarified with Amber about girls and guitar and poetry
scheme,
and the
strategy.
connections and Fir Hera Feri.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask you about your other interests. I would love to know about what else do you do? Shair, of course, is wonderful. So can you tell us, our audience and us, anything else?
Well, I brew my own beer.
Brew your own beer? Did I hear that?
Yeah, I make my own beer.
Okay,
you
we're
didn't-
friends with him. We have to be
but
friends.
did you really mean? She asked, "What else do you do?" Did you say you brew your own
Yeah,
beer?
I rarely get to hear that as
we
a
don't-
response.
Yeah, I brew my own beer. I'm a home brewer, so I brew my own beer in my home.
Wow. That's amazing. And I'm looking at the videos of your brews and
How do
the
you
process.
How do you go about doing it? I mean,
Yeah, what's the story?
Well,
yeah.
Well, when I first came to the US, a friend of mine said, "Well, you're from India. Do you like IPAs?"
Uh-huh.
And I said, "What is IPA?"
Yeah.
Like, it's India Pale Ale, literally.
Uh-huh.
And I've never had that. I was like, I don't know what IPA is, but I was curious to try. So we went to this small little brewery in Rhode Island, and I had my first sip of IPA, and that just changed my world. I was like, this is fascinating. This is fantastic. And then I read more about it. I started reading a lot about it. I got books to read about the brewing process. I've been to 7+ countries, 300+ breweries.
Wow.
And then a friend at a brewery, yeah, so what's next? You've tried so many beers. Are you going to make your beer? And I was like, can I do that? And he's like, yeah, you can make your own beer. I said, is it legal? I'm like, yeah, you can homebrew and it's legal. I said, I can make my own beer and it's legal. And from there on, it was a process of learning. And I'm at a stage where I brew my own beer at home.
That's amazing. And it all started with India Pale Ale.
India.
Yes.
India show. So what do you call your beer? Usually people give names and all. What do you call your beer?
I just call whatever the latest happening things in my life is. For example, I made a beer in fall with my brother-in-law's girlfriend. She taught us. She's German, and she taught us a game called Settlers of Catan.
Yeah.
And I brewed a German beer while they were here, and I named that beer Catan because it's a German beer and it's a German board game.
Hey, this is great. So you brew your own beer at home, and you got all the machinery. We just saw that. So that means that you can stay at home and drink the whole beer day in, day out.
That's what he would do.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a dream come true. Is that the same? Is that how?
No, well, I usually brew it for friends to get more feedback so that I can get better at it. And the truth is, my beer is usually gone within a couple of weeks every batch. I have no worry about shelf life whatsoever.
So we were planning to. So we were planning to come by your time now because after hearing and seeing all these things. But hey, thank you, Amber, for taking so much of time, right? The poems were amazing, and I might steal some of your lines for my songs, as you know. But I will check with you on that. And the beer, let me take an appointment from you, myself, and Soumya. We'll come to your home.
My doors are open. You guys are most welcome anytime.
All right. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks for the invitation. We'll take you up on it for sure.
Come back again. We'll go to more to talk about beer and poems.
Great.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Amber.
Thank you.
All right, that was nice.
Yeah.
Even though some audio problems and I mean, this is the thing with live shows, right? Sometimes we get cut off because of streaming and things like that. But I think Amber was very benevolent enough to stick with us.
Stick with
and
us.
complete the interview.
Thank
you, audience,
Vigil.
also for sticking with us.
Audience and Vigil.
And Vigil, who is single-handedly handling everything.
Correct.
Right? Amazing.
Exactly.
So, do you?
Well, I think we need to come back to the picture of the month because that was the last thing we asked the audience before we went on the live show, the live guest. But I do want to let the audience know that the phone lines through Discord are open. So if you'd like to call into the show, please get on the Discord app. And again, the Facebook REVELAGiA channel should have all the details on how you can get on the Discord Rave Show room so you can call into the show.
So you're asking our audience to call in. Wow. Hey.
Well, Vijay, let's take the call after we do the picture of the month. Can we have the wait?
Okay, so right now a lot of people are calling.
Yeah, because I do want to look at that. So many
Feedback?
messages here.
Let me see. What are they saying?
Yeah, so many messages here about.
I cannot see it from here because of my eyesight. But show me what it is.
Yeah, so it looks like
the answer.
We have the answer for the picture of the show. Somebody said Juhi Chawla. Sorry, that was not Juhi Chawla.
No.
And I do see one person say Harnaz Sandhu.
Harnaz Sandhu.
That is Harnaz Sandhu.
That's the right answer.
Yes.
My clue I said was Balvinder Sandhu. If anybody was following that.
Yeah, I could not have guessed that, but I think we purposely put her non-Miss Universe, Miss World.
Would have been easier if they had put that
the pageant picture.
Pageant picture. So that was good. Somebody answered, right? Do you want to call out their name and say, great news?
Yes, Anu Tampi.
Oh, great. So we will be having some gifts coming up soon.
Definitely.
For our people who have won it.
Yep. Great. Okay, let's. I think there was a caller here before we.
Impatiently waiting to talk to us.
Yes. So can we take that call, please?
Who's the caller? Exciting.
Hello.
Who's this?
Welcome to the Rave Show.
Welcome to the Rave Show.
Tell us a little bit more about you and where you're calling from.
Thank you. Oh yeah. So what does that mean? That is your name? Okay. So we have two Soumyas.
Two Soumyas predicting the weather.
Right. What do you predict, Maryland? So. No.
Thought I was very special because I was the only Soumya in my town.
Wow.
But here in DMV area, there's so many Soumyas, so I no longer feel very special.
So
You're still special, Soumya, as am I. So
yeah,
perfect.
So are you right? There you go. Hey,
both
so
of
I
you are
saw your
special.
picture. I saw the picture of the beautiful red Ferrari, your love, and I wanted to ask you. So between the Ferrari and a Sabyasachi sari, what would you pick?
Ah,
Nice question.
that's a tough one. And I have to pick only one?
Yes, only one.
I think I shall pick my Sabyasachi sari, I have to say. You know why? I have a good reason for it.
Why?
It's a lifelong treasure and it'll only appreciate in value as it goes to
Ah,
generations.
Asset.
I don't have to worry about insurance, parking, none of those liability stuff.
Amazing. You're a
a
smart person
very
for
good
sure.
point.
Yeah.
Very good point. But Jiju, what about you? What would you pick
What would I pick? You mean pick in the sense pick in my hands or just choose?
between the sari and a Ferrari?
I will choose both of them because if
Pick one, pick one.
oh okay, pick one. So I will pick the Sabyasachi sari just because of the fact that she mentioned right
Ooh.
the designer. Now, by the way,
I'm pretty compelling.
what about you, Soumya? I mean, you're calling Maryland Soumya, by the way. And are you
Yes.
predicting? Are you predicting 12 months of spring or summer or? I mean, what are you predicting? Are you predicting early spring?
Well, let's hope so. I'm
Okay,
tired of wearing my jacket. I want to get back to my shorts and skirts. So
there you
let's
go.
hope summer, spring comes very soon.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So let me say, so call us again, Soumya of Maryland. We would like to hear more about you. I'm sure that you got more interesting views for us. So call
Absolutely.
us more, right? And thank you for
Sure, will
calling.
do.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
How did you feel that question? Because to me, it's a very difficult question to choose one over the other, right?
Yeah.
How do you choose? So hopefully we are having more calls
Yeah,
coming in,
are
right?
we getting any other calls, Vijay, that we can take?
Yeah, we might get more calls. Uh, but the going back to the harnas as well
Yeah.
as comments, right?
Yeah.
How many other comments have we received?
Yeah, there were
till now?
some really interesting comments here. I think somebody said when you said Belgian
Belgian yeah.
horses and Belgian beer,
Waffles.
they also said Belgian chocolates.
Oh, chocolates. But what about waffles though? Isn't that Belgian?
Belgian waffles, that's
Yeah.
there too.
Okay, who
Yes.
said that?
So that was Sudhir who
Oh, okay.
said,
Okay.
and let's see who else.
Hello,
has-
Sudhir. By the way.
And then Nakul says, any vegetarians on the Indian men's cricket team, Jiju? Especially somebody who doesn't eat fish.
I remember one person, Javagal Srinath from Karnataka. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
He used to be our only fast bowler in India for a long period of time. And get this, he used to only eat vegetarian food.
Oh, okay.
Fast bowler, vegetarian food, what else can I ask for? Right? What more
Got
can
it.
we ask for?
Got it. And I think somebody in the audience also said Virat Kohli is a vegetarian.
Oh, well, I mean, who cares? I didn't say that. I want to talk more about the women's cricket team. But you got the point is right. Virat is probably a vegetarian.
Yeah.
He eats eggs also.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting another call.
Yeah, let's take that, Vijay.
Hello.
Yes, hello, welcome to the Rave Show. May I know who's calling
Hi.
and tell me about yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Samran and I'm from Maryland. Hi, Samya. Hi, Gigi. How are you guys doing
Hello,
Good. Hi, Simran. That's a
Simran.
very, very lovely name.
I like that name.
today? Yeah, it's I like it too. That's what I can say.
Oh,
I
man.
first wanted to
Who's this
compliment your
person? I like this.
choice of red and white with gold sari, Soumya. The picture that you had just had showcased a few minutes ago,
Yes.
and it's beautiful. It goes back. It's traditionally auspicious for us. We wear it when we kind of when we try the we when we tie the actual cord. So it's a very auspicious color, and it brings back beautiful memories. And just looking at that picture, and you looked gorgeous in that picture.
Oh,
Always.
thank you,
always.
Simran.
And tying it to the next question that I have, because it's red color for both of you. What did you guys do on Valentine's Day,
Wow.
or did you
Oh,
celebrate it
Valentine's
before,
Day.
after? Did you do anything interesting, both of you?
Well, I think Gigi, you had some big plans for Valentine's Day, didn't you? Mentioned in the last show.
Yeah, so
did that happen?
you're putting me on spot. Simran, you put me on the spot too. So, but anyway, so I was saying last time that I was going to go to Walmart and buy 12 roses, a dozen roses, and buy Chinese food. But, well, I mean, it's not bad, right? But
Yeah,
again,
simple pleasures.
simple pleasures, right? But what I ended up doing was get Thai food.
Okay.
Thai is kind of like an upgraded Chinese food, right?
Wow.
I don't know why people say Thai is better than Chinese. But anyway, to your question, yes, we got Thai food and we had a very good fun night, Valentine's. So it was fun. What about you?
Great. Well,
Oh.
I had a pretty simple evening as well. Had some nice, lovely red wine and some lovely chocolates, and celebrated with some friends who got a lovely, lovely cake for us to surprise us on Valentine's Eve. How about you, Simran? What was your Valentine's specialty?
The day was okay, but the weekend before we had this special celebration at a friend's place. We played we played a little game where we had the spouses play music for each other, like dedicated to each other, and then you had to guess out of the 10 songs which were played there that which one really belonged to your husband or wife, and you get to dance or sing together if you make the right selection. If you know what your spouse actually dedicated to you,
Oh, how romantic.
you would get to like dance with her or him or sing with her.
What song was yours?
That was really cool.
What song did you jive with you and your husband? What was that song?
It was the song from Criminal, "Tu Mile Dil Khile."
Oh wow!
And the problem was he picked that song for me and I picked for him. So when we had the friend who was hosting, their kids were putting it all together and they said you can't have repeat songs.
Oh.
So he had to take his out and I left mine on. But it was one of my, back in the day when we were dating, it was like our song, like
How
as a
sweet.
couple
That's
together.
great insight into. I will choose another song next time, right? We have to keep this in mind. Simran, thank you for calling. I appreciate you
Yeah.
sharing your details with us. This is what we want to have. Our callers sharing their fun stuff and anything that you would like to share. Thank you and keep on calling us.
Thank you, Simran.
Sure. Thank you, Soumya. Thank you, Jiju.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Tumile is one of my best. I like that song.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear it, it's got a good beat to it
Yeah,
and things like that.
definitely.
Any other good, interesting comments that you're seeing?
Any other comments? Let's see. Yeah, so somebody says that Vaishnavi says that the whole Bollywood cricket partnership started way back from Tagore Patodi.
Wow. Tagore, oh, you mean Sharmila Tagore and Mansoor Ali Khan Patodi?
Yes.
See, I know my cricket.
Yeah, you
and
know the
Bollywood
whole
also.
full names.
Yeah. So that's good. It's quite an interesting conversation happening. Anybody who wants to ask a question, they can definitely ask, and I might
Certainly.
have an answer. If I don't have an answer, I will ask Vijay to Google it up.
Certainly.
So what do we have? Do we have any other callers, or we are okay? We might be getting one more call.
One more
right?
caller? Okay, great.
It's interesting that everybody's using that Discord app.
Yeah, this is our first time we're trying it out, and looks like it's catching on.
Okay.
And so hopefully it'll bring more interesting callers to the show. And
Callers with interesting ideas.
with interesting ideas and some stories that would go with it as well.
So do you want our callers to call in specifically to ask about questions about the topic we discussed, or maybe about them also, just like Simran was discussing?
Yeah.
She talked about Tum Mile, Dil Mile, right? What-
Kile, yeah.
Dil Khile, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lyrics wrong. So that kind of discussion
Yeah.
is what you want here.
Exactly. And I think we'll really keep it open. It could be something that resonated with them that we talked on the show.
Absolutely.
Or something, maybe if they have ideas on some future topics for the shows that they would like us to talk about.
Reminds me of chicken tikka masala.
Exactly. There we go.
Who can make the best chicken tikka masala? Which is not a Indian dish, by the way. It's kind of like a General Tso's chicken,
Yeah.
right? It's meant for Americans
Yeah.
in US. I mean, sorry, Americans in USA, made by Indians.
Made by Indians.
Chicken tikka masala.
I think I think the story goes that the chicken tikka masala was originally conceived in England, in London.
Oh, you mean the
And
curry
it
shops?
made its way across the pond.
I got it. It's the curry shops that Indians used to, or Indian people used to man or own.
Yeah.
They made these chicken tikka masalas for them, and then they floated over the ocean and reached here.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That's
okay. Okay. But anyway, whatever it is,
It's
my kids love chicken tikka masala, and I'm sure millions of even Indian kids, right?
That's right.
In USA,
It's like
they
the
love
go-to.
chicken tikka masala due to some reason.
Yeah, right after cheese pizza. The Indian aspect, it would be the
They all
chicken
want cheese
tikka
pizza,
masala.
right?
Yeah.
So if I order veggie pizza, my kids don't like it.
Yeah.
They say, why don't you order cheese pizza? We'll eat it up.
Yeah.
Even though there's less nutrition in there, right?
Exactly.
So if it looks like we may not be getting too many calls, I think this could be a problem with the
Discord app.
Discord app.
But again, this is our first time we're trying it out,
Yeah.
so we'll hopefully improve and make this more streamlined for next time.
Absolutely.
But hey, I'll tell you what's on my mind at this point.
Your
I'm
mind.
wearing green, so this green marks Holi.
Holy
Holi is coming up in just a few weeks.
I remember now.
Yes.
Now, is the Holi the same Holi that we have celebrated in India, where with color, with all the fun stuff,
Yeah.
colorful people? We do that in USA also. So we keep on singing songs, throwing
Yes.
colors.
Absolutely.
It becomes so interesting to have Holi in the middle of kind of winter, right?
you know.
Even the
Balam
spring is
पिचकारी जो तूने मुझे मारी तो सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई.
I like that.
जीन्स पहन के
Wow.
जो तूने मारा ठुमका तो लट्टू पड़ोसन की भाभी हो गई.
nice. I like that. I would say very well done.
Thank you.
Soumya. So
Thank you.
that's
I
amazing.
couldn't help it. It was just calling like green jeans. I had to say it.
I think we'll have more of these songs coming up. But let us know what you would like to do or what you're planning to do for Holi, right?
I know
Holi.
there are some Indian events coming up, Holi
Many
events
of
in
them.
the area too. So.
This is what I liked about Holi in USA, because as I'm from South India, we never got to celebrate Holi in a big way, right? But when I came to USA, some of my great friends over here, right? I can call one person out. Can I call one person out? Right?
Please,
Her
if they
name is-
don't mind.
Her name
Harna
is-
Sandhu?
That's a second friend, Divya, who is from Virginia, who used to be my neighbor. I won't give the last name, but Divya used to be a great friend, still a great friend. She started the Holi thing for us. And now I can see Holi everywhere where you have. Look at the Facebook pages for Desi pages and all. You'll find the next Holi happening anywhere, right?
Yeah. Great.
So let us know how you are planning to celebrate your Holi. Send us your pictures though, and you have all the details there, right? And let us know how you would want some programs to be presented in the show that is related to Holi in our next show.
Or any other general ideas as well. We talked about jewelry, we talked about cricket.
Absolutely. By the way, Soumya, looks like that's all the time that we have for now.
Already?
But thank you, viewers, for watching this show. We would like to hear about how we are doing, right? So put your comments in the YouTube and Facebook pages that you're watching on. And better yet, if you want to be part of the show, right, you can actually call us in with the Discord app we talked about during the show. Just call us in, or you can send us a message using YouTube and Facebook Messenger services.
And subscribe to our
And
channel.
subscribe always. But send us your feedback. And just like I said, be part of our show. That's how we are building this show. You are definitely part of it, right? As always, Rave Show is everything and anything about Indians in the USA. And we'll keep raving. Till we meet next time, I am Jiju Nair.
And I'm Soumya. Let's meet again soon. Namaste.
And keep raving.
And keep raving.